actor Julio Macias played the role of Pete Astudillo in the Netflix hit series Selena, which was nominated for several Emmys. And now you can see him in the Netflix series On My Block, where he plays the character of Spooky. I caught up with Julio as he explains how that character evolved. Julio, we're so excited to have you here on Great Day Washington. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You know, you have just been rocking it the last few years. Right now, On My Block, such a hit. Your latest season is out. For somebody that maybe is getting caught up or hasn't seen On My Block, what is it all about?
Yeah, it's about these four inner city kids sort of growing up and going through the trials and tribulations of their community and the insanity and fun adventures that they go through. And the characters around them that sort of help raise them. Some are fantastic parents, some are, questionable brothers, but it's a fun show. Yeah.
You play Oscar Diaz, aka Spooky. What have you kind of learned from playing this character?
Definitely the power of presence. Spooky does not back down, and he kind of holds his own energy and stands in his power, and that's something that I didn't do before. If I was ordering a coffee or something, I'd be like, "Hi, excuse me, could I have a coffee? And then I'd get ignored. And now it's like, "Hi, excuse me, good morning, could I have a coffee? Thank you very much." Yeah, that's something that I'm going to take away from playing Oscar.
That's amazing. I mean, I know you all study these roles, you transform into these roles, but for them to be able to give back to you is truly incredible. What has it been like filming this series? And I know you're so probably excited just to be back filming it, right? To have filmed it.
Yeah, it's a good cherry on top of this fourth season, I think. The first three seasons, I think it really it sets up everything, and even the end of the third season, I thought was a fantastic ending because everyone sort of goes their own ways, as most people do in life, and I think it would have been great to end it there. But the fact that we got a fourth season and we're able to sort of wrap everything up, doing that time jump 2 years later, seeing where everyone's landed, I think the fans are going to really, really enjoy it. They're going to laugh a lot. They're unfortunately going to cry a lot, but I think they'll like it.
There has been such a resurgence lately of Latino representation on television. I mean, you've got On My Block. You were in Selena, which was a huge hit. I mean, we all love, the story of Selena. What has it been like coming up in the acting world and, fighting for those roles, but now starting to see, more and more of that coming to fruition?
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm 31 years old, and even 10 years ago when I was starting to audition, my castmates or, fellow actors and directors and whatnot, we weren't sort of talking about this. We were just trying to book that next job. We weren't having discussions of like the lack of representation or the fact that, we are the biggest consumers of media in the United States, the Latino community, that is. Now every single actor that's coming up that's younger than me, that's one of the first conversations that they have with casting directors, producers, writers, and you see the explosion, I think, comes from the necessity to be wanting to be seen, and that comes from the audience, but also from the creatives starting to have these conversations where, even now I'm having them. If I get offered a role or if I'm reading for a part and it's a Latino character and he doesn't have any lines or he has very few lines and he just kind of stands in the back, I ask if I can read the script and if there's a purpose for him. If he's a waiter, does he have to be Latino, or do you just want like a brown body there? But if he serves a purpose and there's a story behind it, and he's like, yeah, he has to be a Latino waiter because it reflects, on the scene or whatnot. Yeah, so it's just these deeper conversations that I think now we're having, and I think it's really cool and interesting.
Yeah, and you're feeling empowered to speak up. Julio, we're just happy that you are still there on our screen. Congrats on all the success you've had. We can't wait to watch the rest of the season of On My Block.
Thank you very much.